Hey Abby, so I'm doing number 48 now, and we're still in section 4.1. So some of this is review that we've already done, and then some of it is the new part, even though you actually have a couple examples on your other sheet. So right here, I've written out the function that they gave me, and again, this is number 48, so I just copied the problem straight from there. And then the first thing I answer is whether or not it opens up or down, because that's the easy part. This negative in the front tells me that it opens down. It's that simple. This one's going to open down. To get the vertex, I use this little formula. The first thing I do is plug the numbers into here and get an answer. So I did negative b, so that's negative 3, over 2a, so that's negative 3, there's the a part, times 2. Negative b over 2a, and then I simplified that and got 1/2. To get the other part of the point, I plug in. So I stuck 1/2 into here, negative 3 times 1/2 squared, plus 3 times 1/2 minus 2. So I just plugged it in, and then this is the answer I got, which means that my vertex, which I didn't neatly write on here, is 1/2 negative 5/4. So it's just a formula and some calculator work. That's my vertex. My y-intercept is what I get when I plug 0 in. So I put a 0 in all the way through. Negative 3 times 0 squared plus 3 times 0 minus 2. When I do, I get negative 2. I plugged in 0, I got negative 2. So there's my y-intercept. The x-intercept part is the trickiest bit, but this should still be familiar. We get our x-intercepts from the quadratic formula, which I've written down the whole formula here. It's also on your other sheet that I gave you on Friday. So I just plug in the pieces again. Negative b. b is 3, so negative b is negative 3. Plus or minus b squared. Well, b is 3, so b squared is 9. Minus 4ac over 2a. So I just plug all the pieces in and start working it out. But as I do, I find that I get a negative under the square root. As soon as we see a negative under the square root, we can write no solution. So there are no x-intercepts for this problem. I did 2 more examples on your other sheet, and they end up with x-intercepts. So you can see how it works when they do have one there. It's just plugging into here. Now, if we look at all the information we got and we sketch a graph, its vertex was 1/2 negative 5/4. Okay, that's kind of hard to see, but over 1/2 down 5/4 is somewhere about here. And it opens down. Well, that explains why it doesn't have any x-intercepts, because it starts right here and it points down. So, of course, it does not cross the x-axis, and that answer makes sense. Its y-intercept is where it crosses the y-axis at 0, negative 2. Again, that makes sense because it should be right there near the vertex. You do not have to sketch the graph, but I kind of just wanted you to see what all of this means. The y-intercept is where it hits the y-axis. The vertex is the top of that little U. This one has no intercepts because of the way it points away. It will always have a y-intercept, but it won't always have x-intercepts because of this. It might also, for example, be opening up, but open so high that it never crosses the x-axis. So see, because this one starts high and opens upward, it will never cross that x-axis. But they'll always cross the y-axis somewhere. So we always get an answer for y-intercept, but we can get a no solution for x-intercept when we get this right here. So check your examples on your other sheet and this example here, and we should be able to do all of those problems now with all the little bits. Please ask questions if you get stuck.